Food for thought later. Roy's perspective on things is according to what God has provided for him to understand and interpret into what God wants us to understand and to interpret into our own knowledge so that we can grow spiritually into what Christ has commanded us to be, which is more like him. Today, I have a lot on my mind and in my heart, but specifically more or so less, I want to talk about God's grace and mercy. The fact that he provides for us even when we don't expect him to, in the midst of our circumstances, in the midst of us making mistakes. His mercy and his grace is always there to protect us. He's always providing for us when there's no one else there to provide for us. And when we realize we can't do it ourselves, he's there to show us that he can. Why is that? No, you ain't supposed to question God, but don't have to look hard to find out why you're still living, you're still breathing, you're not in jail, you're not locked up, you're not sick, you're not pregnant. All the issues of life, they hit you, whether it be good or bad, we immediately think something else. I find myself in a bad predicament. My mind is at war. My spirit is at war with elements and things that are going on in my life. And I'm trying to understand what God is trying to teach me or show me through this part of my life and what he wants to teach everybody else from that. Because don't make no mistake. Just because you went through something doesn't mean somebody else ain't going through the same thing. And to look at you and learn from you can either make or break that person. So you always have to understand that, first of all, because you're going through an issue or a situation or a problem in your life, doesn't mean somebody else ain't going through the same thing. So how you take it, somebody else is going to look at that example and they're going to follow it. Now, they may not follow it to a T, but they're going to follow it. So that means if you're going through something in life and you make a bad decision and they see that you made a bad decision, they're going to be like, okay, well, maybe I don't need to make that bad decision, or they're going to make that bad decision based on the outcome of that decision. So you have to understand, just because you live your life your way doesn't mean everybody else is going to look at you and be like, well, maybe I need to do that. I know this to be true because it's happened to me more than once. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Roy, number one, is not perfect by any stretch or means of the imagination. I'm not living right. I'll admit that. But what I am doing is I'm seeking God's face and after his heart so that I can start living right, so that I can get the fire of living a righteous and godly life boiling in my body to where I can't sit